Welcome to Best Recipes with Sharon. The recipe today is called Cream Egg Chocolate Brownies. It has a moist and chewy chocolate base that is covered with 2 layers of sweet yet mellow homemade cream egg filling and glazed over with milk chocolate. It's as if this brownie has the rights to indulgence. Alright, to get started you want to preheat the oven to 350 degrees and now grease an 8x8 pan and line it with parchment paper. And crack 2 large eggs into a small bowl and whisk them together, then set them aside. Take a medium bowl and add 2/3 of a cup of flour and 2 tablespoons of cocoa and half a teaspoon of salt, then whisk that together and set that bowl aside as well. I'm creating my own double boiler effect. I have a pot of hot water to which I'm adding another pot on top. I'm adding 3/4 of a cup of chopped chocolate, half a cup of unsalted butter. Stir until the chocolate and butter are melted. Remove from the heat and add 1/4 of a cup of white sugar and a half cup of light brown sugar. Whisk in the sugars and stir until it's dissolved and the mixture has cooled slightly. Add half a teaspoon of vanilla. Whisk in the eggs until it's well combined. With brownies, you don't want to overmix. Sprinkle the flour mixture over the top and fold it into the chocolate mixture just until it's well incorporated. Pour this into the prepared pan. Place it in the oven and bake for 25 to 30 minutes or until a toothpick inserted into the middle comes out clean. So to make the white cream filling, add 1½ cups of icing sugar, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 of a cup light corn syrup, 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter at room temperature, and finally half a teaspoon of vanilla. Now this part takes an awful lot of mixing. At first you'll be thinking, oh my, is this ever going to come together? But be patient and keep mixing and it will finally come together like this. Now I'm using my hand beater just because I thought it would be easier to show you how it looks. But it is easier to do, I think, in the large mixer with the paddle attachment. Now this is the consistency that you're looking for. It is quite thick, but this is how you want it. Now today I'm mixing both of my fillings separately. So I'll quickly mix up the second batch. Now I add a little dab of yellow food coloring to the one, and then I mix it in until it's well combined. There we have both of our fillings made, and we can put it together to make it look like a cream egg. So I'm adding the white filling on top first. And as you can see, it's quite thick, so I'm going to be spreading that around till it's nice and even. Spreading the yellow filling on top of the white. I'm going for the layered effect. It's up to you. You can take the yellow and you can swirl it around on top of the white, or you can just do little blobs of yellow on top to make it look like egg yolk. Do whatever works for you. So now take 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter and about 2/3 of a cup of milk chocolate and melt them together. Stir it together briskly until it's nice and smooth. take the chocolate mixture and glaze the top of the brownies. Chill until set, at least 30 minutes. It's better if you do it overnight. The longer you leave it to chill, the easier it is to cut, and you'll see the layers form nicely. These brownies will keep nicely in an airtight container in the fridge for up to about 5 days, but trust me, they won't last that long.